I am doing this, period.
Wow.
And say out loud, I am doing this. And I gave myself until the age of 30 to be successful. So I failed a couple of times before GoPro.
Be a hero?
That's it.
Yeah.
Be a hero. Most people give up, so don't give up.
Yeah, thank you.
Toilet wa doko desu ka?
Oh, amazing.
Hey, how are
Nice
you?
to meet you.
I'm
Nice to
Nick.
meet you. It's a great honor
Nice to
to
meet
meeting
you.
you. I feel nervous.
I'm nervous.
Really?
Yeah, you got all these cameras.
How was it trip in Japan?
How was my trip to Japan? It's been
Yeah.
good so far. We only got in yesterday. So here for 3 days, 1 day Tokyo, and then 2 days in Makinohara,
Makinohara.
going to surf.
Really?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Wow. Yeah, I'm really excited today because I started making content when I was 18 years old. So if you hadn't started the GoPro, so I might not have become a video creator.
Really?
Yes.
GoPro is one of your first cameras?
Yes, about hero first session. First time,
right.
when I was 18 years old. I went to, so more about GoPro history and other topic like Hero 12 rack and business and surfing
Yep.
and so on.
All right.
Yeah, let's get into it. Okay.
Let's do it.
Thank you. Yeah, I have made questions in English, so but my listening and talking skill is low, so interrupter.
Your English
Yeah,
is
yes,
way
yes.
better than my Japanese. So you're already ahead of me there.
Really? Can you speak Japanese? Do you
No.
remember?
No, I can say, toilet wa doko desu ka?
Oh, amazing. Great
Or-
Japanese. So it's really important passion and confidence, you know?
I was here for 2 weeks in the spring with my family,
Really?
and we learned a little bit of Japanese, but now I have already forgotten it.
Wow. Do you like Japan?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
And Japanese food is one of my favorite.
Sushi or natto?
Nigiri.
Nigiri.
Yeah.
So I'm actually moved to Kyoto from Tokyo 2 months ago. So I went to more learn about Japanese traditional culture. So are you plan to learn Kyoto?
I went to Kyoto with my family. We spent a few days there.
Really?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, we loved it.
I heard that this is your first official visit to Japan as GoPro CEO since 2018. So how are you feeling now?
It's exciting to come back to Japan. It's one of our biggest markets in the world. And during COVID, we shrank, as many businesses did. But now it's a time for growth again. And we're opening new stores in Japan and increasing our marketing. And Hero 12 is an exciting new camera for us to get the Japanese consumer excited about GoPro again.
So could you please share with me more deeper aspects of GoPro history? So what was the story behind your founding of GoPro?
I was 26 years old and preparing to take a trip surfing in Australia and Indonesia for 5 months. And I thought, this might be the biggest trip I ever take in my life, and I want to document my experience while I'm surfing in the ocean. And this was 2002, and there did not exist a camera that you could surf with or use during any sport. And so I had the idea, if I design a camera that I can wear on my wrist, then I can capture content during my experience. And I developed the prototype, very simple prototype, and used it on my trip. And it worked so well that I thought, I could maybe start a business around this idea. But my vision was very small. I just thought it would be a wrist camera company for surfers. And then it has obviously grown into something much bigger than that. But I never intended for GoPro to be like what GoPro is today. Even I'm surprised.
Yeah, it was a surprise too. Yeah, so it's a great camera.
Makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay, so you spent about 2 years in initial camera development. So what did you have the most difficulty with?
Oh, well, I'm not an engineer, so I'm more of just creative-minded person. So what was challenging for me was going from idea to a product by myself. I launched the first GoPro by myself. And in school, I had learned to find things that already exist in the world and then use them to create something new. So that's what I did to create the first GoPro. I found a camera that was already being made, and then I worked with the manufacturer to adjust it slightly. The first strap was a bodyboard leash that I had a manufacturer adjust to work as a good camera strap. And so the first GoPro was very simple, just a 35 millimeter film camera that you wore on the wrist. But then from there, the success with that camera brought in more money. So then I could work with other people to help make the next camera better, and then bring in more people to help make the next camera better. And today GoPro is 900 employees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And so I get to work with very creative, capable engineers and marketing creatives, content creators, salespeople who all work together to make GoPro what it is today.
I have heard that you are selling necklaces and other items you have bought in Indonesia, Bali, so to develop the GoPro company in the US. So is there any episode like that when you had to put a lot of effort for the company?
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, the very first money for GoPro came from importing and selling beaded belts from Bali.
Yeah.
That I bought while I was surfing there.
I love the story. Yeah.
And very humble beginning, you know. And then from there, was it a period of hard work? It's still hard work. Yeah. Like our approach is we have to reinvent ourselves every year. I'm a big fan of Formula One racing.
Formula One.
Yeah, and you know how they have to make a new car every year for competition.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like a Formula One car. And every year we have to come out with a new one that has to be better than the year before and also has to stay ahead of the competition. And this is the culture at GoPro, is always innovating, always pushing the limits of what's possible. And every year trying to make what we made before obsolete. And I've had that mentality since the very beginning of GoPro. Partially because I've always been afraid somebody would beat me and now beat us as a company. So we're very motivated to keep the pace of innovation very high to ensure that GoPro can stay the leader in the market. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's hard. Do you have daily routine? Something like that?
I try. Wake up, exercise, eat breakfast with my family. I have 3 young boys. And then try to do something that I love to do from a sports perspective early in the day. Because then once I start working, I'm working. But I think it's really, it's really, I protect my morning for health, fitness, and family. Because I think it's really important to be balanced. There were many years where all I did was work. And I was not very healthy and not as creative as I am when I'm living more balanced life.
I heard that you once founded another company before founding GoPro. So what made you decide to start up again?
Well, in college, I was a visual arts major, like visual communications. And I learned that I love to be creative, and that led me to want to be an entrepreneur, to invent some business.
Yeah.
And I gave myself until the age of 30 to be successful. I told myself, okay, I will do this for 10 years. And if I don't succeed by the time I'm 30, then I will go work for somebody else. So I failed a couple of times before GoPro. And by the time I was 26, now I'm running out of time to be successful as an entrepreneur. And this is why I decided, okay, I have no inspiration, I have no idea for a business. Maybe I go on a surf trip to find inspiration. And because I believe that when you're doing what you love to do in life, you have your best ideas.
Yeah.
And I had my idea for GoPro before I even left for the trip. And so
interesting.
It worked. The idea of let's go surfing to have a great idea. Okay, it worked. And then I came home from that surf trip to start GoPro. And that was 21 years ago.
Yeah, but were there an option for you to become surfer first time?
Oh, pro surfer?
No? Yeah.
No way.
No? Yeah.
No, my dream, but that's where the name GoPro came from. So I had invented this wrist camera for surfers. And then I had to think of the name for the camera, the name for the company. And it only took me maybe 15 minutes to come up with both names. I was writing in my journal different names, and I thought, okay, what do my friends and I all want to do? My friends who are surfers. And I quickly thought, well, we want to go pro. Oh, that's a good name, GoPro. One word, big G, big P. Oh, that looks good. Okay, company name is GoPro, like that quickly.
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, the camera, what do we call the camera? It's a camera that makes you look like a pro. No, you can't say pro twice. It's a camera that makes you look like a hero. It's a hero camera.
Hero camera.
Okay, GoPro makes a hero camera that helps you capture footage that makes you look like a hero.
Be a hero?
That's it.
Yeah.
Be a hero. So the whole naming process, maybe 15 minutes. But it's maybe, I've never had ideas come to me that quickly, but that time it did.
Yeah, a little bit on a different topic. So I think the people will respect varying depending on our life situation. So for example, when I have started making content, at that time I really respect different video creators, but now I respect entrepreneurs. So do you have such a person in your life? I have heard that you were influenced by Steve Jobs or something like that.
No, not so much Steve Jobs, although he was an incredible entrepreneur and innovator, but Dietrich Mateschitz, who he was the founder of Red Bull.
I have it. I have reading books before.
Yeah, he was incredible. I got to meet him twice. He's passed away, but he was my inspiration, and he also became successful by taking something that already existed in the world and then presenting it in a new way. So a GoPro is a camera, right? But we reinvented the camera to serve a new purpose, and with subtle changes, it has become something very special and unique in the world. And Dietrich Mateschitz found the original Red Bull drink in Thailand, and then reintroduced it to the world as Red Bull with the brand and the marketing and the new can, same drink, but with a whole new energy around it. And look at how successful that brand is and how it inspires everybody to maybe pursue their passions and live a big life. And in many ways, I looked at what Red Bull did and said, okay, I can do that for GoPro. And that's why there's many similarities between the brands and why they work very well together. We partner with Red Bull on many things.
For a long time ago, Revelation.
And so in some ways, I have always thought of GoPro as Red Bull's little brother,
Yeah, brother. Yeah. Brother too, now?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, could you please share with me more deeper aspect of GoPro business? So the action camera industry is becoming extremely saturated. I work with a lot of different brands and feel that GoPro is extremely strong. So what do you think is the reason for this?
Well, it helps that we were the brand to establish the category. And as well, this has been our passion from the beginning. And as I mentioned, our perspective on innovation is that we must reinvent ourselves every year. So that means that the culture of GoPro is to always be pushing to the maximum in terms of what we can enable the camera to do. Pushing to the maximum in terms of what we can enable the brand to be, pushing to the maximum, enabling what we can help our customers create from a content perspective with not just the camera, but also with the software. And you consider that GoPro now is not just a camera, but it's also the mobile app, soon the desktop app, our cloud service. When you are done filming with your GoPro and you plug it into charge, if you're a subscriber, your content goes to the cloud, and then we make an automated video for
it's future.
you. The full solution is something that we've built. Nobody else has done that. And I think that consumers, our customers, appreciate that we have such a big vision and that we are working so hard to make the whole experience as perfect as possible for them. And I think very passionate approach to the business is what keeps us ahead. Plus, the GoPro name is super cool.
Yeah, super cool. And I love be a hero concept. So in that sense, I felt that be a hero concept is wonderful. So, however, in terms of marketing in Japanese market, life with GoPro and the GoPro goals, etc. So with this, I feel that the action users are different from the GoPro ambition. Do you feel there are any difficulties in the Japanese market in terms of marketing?
I think we've been fortunate that the GoPro brand, the GoPro name, the idea of GoPro, I think makes sense to people around the world. It means whatever you do, go for it.
Go for it.
Pursue your passion, pursue your dreams. GoPro in whatever way that means to you. And so in that way, the brand is open to everybody for interpretation. It doesn't mean only GoPro in sports, right? Or only GoPro in one way.
Yeah.
And I like Be a Hero as well, because I think that people also understand that to me now, being a hero is being the best father I can be with my children. Whereas when I was younger, it meant, okay, be the best athlete I can be, or what have you. To you, be a hero might mean, be the best business person you can be, the best content creator, like realize your dreams for your own career, be a hero.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I think the brand is very inspirational to people, and the brand goes beyond just the cameras that we make. I think that's been very powerful for our business. And so as it relates to the Japanese market, I think the Japanese consumer feels the same inspiration that our customers do elsewhere in the world as well. Like with the GoPro girls, for example, they were able to see how they could use GoPro for themselves, which, I mean, that's such a different use of a GoPro than we ever imagined. So it's exciting to see how people can relate to GoPro in different ways.
So GoPro has been very successful with the hardware subscriptions. Software and hardware subscriptions. So what made it possible for GoPro to launch this?
Well, we had a subscription offering for many years, and we were learning, okay, what would the benefits be that people would care about? And we learned, okay, to build the right set of benefits for people, including the unlimited storage of all of your content, the convenience of the auto upload while your GoPro is charging,
and editing.
Tie it together with the software to help you get to an edit quickly. People are worried about breaking their GoPro, so the damaged camera replacement, no questions asked, things like this were all benefits that we learned people would be excited about. And now it's a very important part of our business, because when people buy a GoPro, they're not thinking just about the camera, they're thinking about the whole experience, and the subscription makes the whole experience more convenient. And so it's been very successful for us.
Yeah, and it's so cheaper.
Yeah. The value is
a great solution.
The value is incredible, and we're continuing to add value to it, but not changing the price. So wait till you use the desktop app.
Desktop app.
That's coming out in November. It will just take the whole experience to the next level.
So I want to more questions. So with the desktop version of Quick and having a tripod screw, new design. So I feel that Hero 12 Black is especially designed with prosumer in mind.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you have any other lineups in mind beside action cam?
Well, starting with Hero 12, you're right. We see a lot of growth opportunity with content creators like you, who are professionals, as well as people who are dreaming of becoming a content creator, just like you were when you got your first GoPro. So Hero 12 does have a lot of capabilities for the prosumer, pro-minded content creator, whether it's HDR video at 5.3K or 4K, time code sync, so you can sync multiple GoPros together, support for Bluetooth audio, so that you could use AirPods or other Bluetooth microphones.
And LED mode.
Oh yeah. All of these features are aimed at making the GoPro better suited for professionals and aspiring professionals. But then at some point, there's more we can do beyond maybe what this little camera can be capable of. So to answer your question, we do. In the future, you could imagine other GoPros that do other things than just what the Hero camera does. Like, for example, our 360 camera. I've shared that we are working on Max 2. And
I love it.
That's going to be worth the wait. That's going to be a very, very, very special 360 camera.
Yeah, I think so. So a year ago you released the Hero 11 Mini, and I was very excited to see the new design. So, but this time you did not release another Mini, but was there a reason for that?
No. The Mini is the ultimate point of view camera for people looking for the smallest, lightest, simplest GoPro. It's what I use during most of my sports because it's just so compact. But no, you can expect more from us in that area. But GoPro, we're a big brand and we're the market leader, but still, even with 900 people, we have to be very choiceful about how many new products we develop at one time, because everybody expects from us the very best. And so we cannot do too many things at once because we need the quality to be very, very high for every camera that we work on. So if you love Mini, don't worry, there's more coming.
Interesting. So I know you have had numerous success and failure in making GoPro. May I ask, what was your most painful failure?
Well, I think for any entrepreneur, my advice is be careful that you don't make the mistake of thinking that just because you're good in one area of business, that you can be just as good in other areas of business. The growth of GoPro was so strong for so many years that it led us to believe that, okay, any idea that we have, we can go be successful at. And what I learned is, no, that's not true. And you can be successful in new ways, but you have to make sure that you have the right people to help you be successful. You can't do it all by yourself. So I say my biggest mistake was thinking that the early success that we had with GoPro would translate into everything that we did. And I learned over the years to be more humble.
I see. Okay, thank you. So, okay, can I ask a simple question? So, yeah, GoPro is the largest camera company in the world.
Yeah.
So, what are the operations that you
the operation.
Focused? Yeah, operation.
Oh, like
Sorry.
what's my job most focused on day to day?
Yes. It's interesting, really interesting.
First and foremost, product is my passion, and as well the brand and marketing and storytelling, making sure that the way that we communicate the brand, the way that we communicate our products, whether it's cameras or software or the subscription, making sure that that's very clear to people and exciting to people, and that they can relate what GoPro has to offer back to their personal life or to their professional life. So I'm like chief storyteller in addition to chief product officer.
Yeah, I know. Everything, you know? Everything management.
Well, no, I'm not an engineer. So I can have ideas, but I don't know how to make them. And so I get to work with incredible engineers who can, and they have their own ideas as well, and together we collaborate to invent what is the next GoPro. But for me, that's the most, one of the most exciting parts of my job is getting to work with other incredibly talented people.
Yeah.
It's a privilege.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so I aim for a global company like GoPro. Yeah, so I do my best. Yeah, so yeah, thank you. But it's hard to build up a great company.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, maybe I need to more 10 or 15 years.
You just need to keep doing it every day. That's the most difficult thing for an entrepreneur, is to believe in themselves and to stick with it day after day, year after year. Unfortunately, many people are too afraid to try or don't persevere. And so if you can keep doing it, then the odds of you being successful are much, much higher. Most people give up, so don't give up.
Yeah, okay, so thank you so much. Thank you for great advice. Yeah. Okay, so now I want to ask you about the future of GoPro. Yeah, so GoPro has now expanded include drones and the 360-degree cameras and many other recording methods. And from 35mm film to digital, and from digital to HD, and HD to 4K, 8K, etc. So what is the future of recording? So how will GoPro contribute to this?
Well, I think we're getting better at understanding how people have needs beyond what the phone can capture. The phone is an incredibly powerful device, an incredibly powerful camera, but it has its limitations, and that is GoPro's opportunity. And today, we address the need for a camera like the Hero camera, that's a very versatile camera, that's more durable, is easy to use during activities where a phone would be inconvenient. And we built this brand off of enabling people to capture their lives in a way that they cannot with a phone. And then also with the 360 camera, that certainly goes beyond what a phone can do. And the future for GoPro is more cameras that enable more types of capture that go beyond the phone. So that's something you can expect from us. And then as well, recognizing that many people need help with storytelling, editing. And on the software front, that's a big growth opportunity for us, because then we can serve people that are using other cameras. GoPro is known for enabling great content. And our research shows that people are interested in using software from GoPro if we can help them become better storytellers with footage that they're capturing from other cameras, including their phone. And in this way, we can make the GoPro brand relevant to more people than only people who are using a GoPro. So both hardware and software is a interesting future for GoPro.
Nice. So, okay, so let's move on the Hero 12 Black topic. So what was the update for Hero 12? So, and what is the most favorite spec, do you think?
My favorite is Max Lens Mod 2.0.
Me too.
Yeah. Max Hyperview, Max Superview at 4K, 60 instead of 2.7K. That's a big increase. And I love wide angle perspectives. I think it just makes everything look so cool. So this is what I'm most excited about. And as well, we just refined the camera in every way. The power management system, as you know, we overhauled so that it's much more efficient. You get much longer continuous run times. We learned that many of our customers want to use the camera to film very long video clips, but they were encountering thermal challenges with previous GoPros. So Hero 12 Black has in the most powerful modes like 5K, 60 frames per second, for example, it can record up to 70 minutes continuously now. That's 2 times what Hero 11 Black can do. So the camera is overall much more power efficient. And then as well, things like support for Bluetooth audio, being able to record 2 tracks. So you can record audio from your AirPods or other Bluetooth mic or other Bluetooth earbuds, and also record audio from the onboard microphones on the camera and mix those 2 tracks together. HDR video, GP log for greater color grading
huge
control.
Update.
Time code sync. The list just goes on and on, and it's a much more professional GoPro for those that need that type of control. Users like you.
Same. So I really love Max Lens Module 2.0. So I really like surfing too. So I'll be there tomorrow for surfing. So let's take the best footage together.
Did you see the media when I was mountain biking? Did you see that when I introduced it?
Sure.
That was using this. And our media mod with the directional microphone. 21 years ago, when I came up with the first GoPro, going very fast on the mountain bike, high wind, high vibration, but the image, the audio, everything.
I can imagine. I remember your voice is so clear and very wide. And great stabilizations.
It's exciting what Hero 12 Black can enable.
What do you think GoPro will look like in 5 or 10 years?
Well, it's an exciting time for us because we learned a lot during COVID about how important it is to be in front of our customers with the big brand at retail and to grow the brand again like we were before COVID. So now we're investing a lot in our business, investing a lot in our brand to bring back the scale of GoPro that we had before. So I would say in 5 to 10 years, you can expect a much bigger GoPro with many more options for people. Again, across cameras, across software, always adding more subscription benefits, to that experience, more value, and a bigger, better GoPro than you've ever seen before. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So finally, can I last questions? So this channel is watched by younger people. So if you were 26 years old again, so what advice would you give yourself?
Do it all again.
Do it all again.
Yeah. I think the simplest advice that I can give young people who have a dream is just stick with it. It's scary. It's scary for everybody. You're going to doubt yourself. That's normal.
Yeah.
Other people will doubt you. That's normal. But don't give up. And I'll tell you, I used to have a lot of fear when I was starting GoPro. And to help me every day remember that I can do this, I took a small piece of paper and taped it by the side of my bed. And it said, I am doing this, period.
Wow.
And so every morning when I woke up, I would look at it and say out loud, I am doing this. And then I would get up and I would go make GoPro real.
Yeah.
And for years,
Great story.
I would wake up that way. And that's my best advice. Stick with your ideas. Don't give up. Accept it's scary, but stick with it.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, I do my best to be a hero. Yeah.
Be a hero.
Okay. So,
GoPro.
all right. Thank you for your time. So I'm looking forward to you again.
That'll be fun.